South Africa's electoral court on Tuesday ruled that former President Jacob Zuma can run for office as a lawmaker in the May 29th election, overturning an earlier decision. This paves the way for Zuma, who appears on the candidate list of the Mkhonto Wesizwe party to contest in the national and provincial elections. The 81-year-old joined the new political party last year after denouncing the ruling African National Congress ANC that he once led. The Independent Electoral Commission had earlier ruled that Zuma could not run for office due to his criminal record after it received an objection against his candidature. South Africa's constitution bars individuals sentenced to prison for longer than 12 months without the option of a fine from becoming MPs. Zuma was handed a 15-month jail term in 2021. Zuma and his party's successful appeal was announced in a brief court order.
So guys, let's just jump right in the heat. I'm on the job, so sorry about my background, and if you hear any noises, I'm in the factory. Anyway, so former President Zuma, the South African president, court just approved his appeal to take part in the next month's election. The Electoral Commission had barred him from taking part in the next month's election because of a conviction he had, where he was sentenced to what, 15 months? 15 months, he only did 3 months, and then he was out on good behavior or something. But anyway, he was barred for that because he have a conviction. And the court overruled the Electoral Commission and said, yes, he can take part. And they haven't said the reason why as yet. And for those who are saying, well, Nelson Mandela was in prison, that was different. Nelson Mandela was imprisoned falsely, wrongly, by their party government. So this one is different because he was actually convicted. So anyway, it boggles my mind why they're allowing former presidents at their age, because he's like 81. Why is he taking part in this coming election when he was the president in the ANC party, he did anything for the country, anything notable. And he had a lot of court cases against him, corruption cases. For example, he allowed some of his rich friends to land a private plane on the government base just to go to a wedding. And he getting a lot of trouble for that. And he got a woman pregnant, he made a child out of wedlock with a lady. But that's so weird again, because in South Africa you're allowed to, and he's from the Zulu nation, and the Zulu allowed to have multiple wives. So why not just marry a girl if you want to our next woman? Why go and cheat and make a next child out of wedlock? Anyway, he got into trouble for that as well, and multiple other issues where he had even with the electrical company. But here's my part. Mbeki, former President Mbeki of South Africa, former President Zuma, they should not be running for any party and trying to get reelected, because they did nothing for South Africa while they was in the ANC party, because the ANC party has been ruling for over 30 years in South Africa, and they have not accomplished anything for the poor, the regular citizens. Their friends and their family got rich and their cronies, but not the regular citizens did not benefited from President Mbeki and President Zuma in being president of South Africa. They did nothing. And they was a part of the ANC party, but now they're doing their own party as if it's going to make a difference. It's going to be more of the same, more corruption, more helping their close friends and families. We need a new slate, a new slate. No more older president, because older presidents are much easier as well to be puppets, because they have so much they have done in their past, where Westerners have dirt on them so they can control them. But younger guys, younger presidents, like for instance in the newly elected president Faye of Senegal, Burkina Faso president Ibrahim Traoré, the Niger president, which is Tinini, and you have Marley, I forget his name, he's not coming back to me. But these are presidents that young, they are for their citizens and for the younger generation, but not these older guys who already have their chance, their turn. Now it's time. Well, in my case, in my evaluation, EFF leader Julius Malema is the one who must have the choice now to run South Africa, because he's open, he's honest, and he's not controllable. He's not manageable. So someone can come and control us to manage him. So that's why they are spreading so much false rumors about Julius Malema currently, because they're fear of him, because he's a very outspoken, and he's anti-corruption. He's anti all the leaders being he's anti-West as well. So yeah, that's another good point. Anybody who's anti-West, I'm for, because that's the only way the continent is going to grow. And he have so many good programs he want to put into place, because he released his manifesto, and it will set South Africa on a new path. And that's what I want for the continent. Younger presidents taking over, not these older guys in their 70s and their 80s. What is Zuma gonna do now that he never did when he was in power? He's now 81. He's much older, and they're not wiser because they're older. Sometimes they are more corruptible. Not anything else. The guy had so many court cases against him when he was president. Why would the citizens still back him with his new MK party? It makes no sense to me. It boggles my mind. So I think some citizens, they don't care about policies. They're more of emotion and feelings. Oh, Zuma is from my village, or President Zuma is from my village, or President Zuma it was my mother's president, so I'm gonna vote, and whatever, I'm gonna vote for my family for my president. Emotions and what's the other word I'm looking for? Obligated, like they obligated to vote for him. It's not because of policy. And we need to get out of that mindset of having these presidents they believe they can just get vote because of it's obligatory, or because they are from the same village. No, it's now about policies. What gonna help the citizens to grow, to become more functionable within the system, and who would more actually get to pay more taxes. People who get the chance to open businesses, have the opportunity to make a life for themselves and for their children, to start to create generational wealth. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, about the court giving Zuma the go-ahead to take part in this year election, which is next month, May 29th. And the ruling came down on April 9th, which was Tuesday. So I didn't agree with it. And one more thing, a lot of these courts, they're not independent. Sometimes they side with these presidents because of their friends and their cronies. Sorry, they are friends and they are cronies most of the time. Because look what happened recently, where in Nigeria, a Nigerian businessman got police to go and arrest a lady who posts bad review on his brand, the Puri tomato paste. And because she said something bad about it online, he was sent to get her arrested, and now she's facing up to 7 years in prison. So that's an example of some of these people have too much power. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. As always, tell a friend, like, comment, share, subscribe. Boom.